All right, if you're launching a new service business, you need to hear this. One of the very first decisions you have to make is also, without a doubt, one of the most important. Where are you going to launch? Seriously, this single choice can define your entire future.
And it pretty much boils down to this, right? The big city hustle or a quieter spot out in the suburbs. The answer seems simple, but trust me, it's not obvious at all. And getting this right, that can be the difference between a business that really thrives and one that just scrapes by.
And I'm not kidding when I say this. One choice affects literally everything. It's going to dictate how much you can charge, who you can hire, your entire marketing plan, and even how people see your brand. We're not just picking a dot on a map here. This is the actual foundation of your business we're talking about.
Okay, so let's break this down. First up, the urban market. Think high density, but also high stakes. This is the fast-paced, high-reward game. It's where all the action is. But you're definitely not the only player on the field. So what's the biggest draw of the city? It's simple. People. Just tons of them. A higher population density means you have this massive pool of potential clients right outside your door. And the cool part is, this can create a powerful referral engine. You know, one happy client in a big apartment building can turn into 3 more, just like that.
But here's the flip side, and this is where it gets real. All those people, well, they've also attracted a ton of your competitors. And if you want good staff, you've got to pay higher city wages. And the logistics, oh man, it's more than just an inconvenience. Think about it. If your team wastes just 15 minutes finding parking for every job 8 times a day, that's 2 hours of lost billable time per employee, per day. That's a huge real cost.
Okay, so that's the city. Now, let's shift gears completely and see what the suburbs look like. This strategy is way less about a frantic sprint and much more about building a solid, lasting local foundation.
Out in the suburbs, you might be one of only a few businesses in your niche. That lack of competition is just massive. It lets you build deeper relationships with your clients, who tend to become super loyal and stick with you for the long haul. On top of that, it's usually easier to find and keep great staff who appreciate the shorter commutes and that sense of community.
But, and this is a big but, this approach requires patience. Your clients are more spread out, which means more travel time and more money spent on gas. Remember all that time saved on parking in the city? Well, it gets eaten up by drive time out here. An extra 20 minutes between jobs can easily wipe out potential appointment slots and adds up to some serious fuel costs over a year. Plus, your total pool of clients is just smaller.
And this chart just lays it all out perfectly. When you see them side by side, the trade-offs are crystal clear. The city gives you a huge referral-heavy client base, but it comes with intense competition and logistical nightmares. The suburbs offer you loyalty and way less competition, but you're working with a smaller pool and it's a slower start.
So, given these two totally different paths, what's the smarter move when you're just starting out? With limited resources and the need to get profitable, like yesterday. Conventional wisdom might say, go where the people are, but the data points to a very different answer. And here is the key insight. Starting in the suburbs can be an absolutely incredible launch pad. See, instead of being a tiny, invisible fish in a massive ocean, you get to be the big fish in a smaller pond. This lets you build a kind of momentum that's often impossible to get in a hyper-competitive city market.
So how do you actually do this? Well, here's the 3-step playbook. First, you dominate a small area. You focus every resource you have on becoming the #1 choice in just 1 or 2 towns. Second, you get known fast. In a close-knit community, word travels like wildfire. And third, you use that word of mouth to build an unbeatable reputation for trust, which sets you up for everything that comes next.
So, the big takeaway from all this is a clear, simple plan. Start small. Go where you can actually win. Become the undisputed local champion in a suburban market, build up your systems, your team, and your cash flow, and then you use that strong foundation to expand into those more competitive areas.
So now I want to hear from you. What service niche are you launching or thinking about launching? Drop it in the comments below. I'll personally review them and tell you what I think. Is it profitable? Is it scalable? What are the hidden risks? Let's put this whole strategy to the test right now.